That's the end of the international break for the year, and the Serie A is back. We've got three key matches this weekend. One is Atalanta up against Napoli. The second one is Milan up against Fiorentina. And the big one, Derby d'Italia, Juventus up against Inter. Let's take a look first at Atalanta versus Napoli. The current champions Napoli are on a slump right now and sits in 4th position. They have only won 2 out of their last 5 matches. The same could be said of the host Atalanta. They've also won 2 out of their last 5 matches. Only 1 point separate the two of them. With Napoli in 4th with 21 points and Atalanta 20 points in 5th, shared with Fiorentina, who's also on 20 points. The head-to-head record shows that Napoli have won 3 out of their last 5 meetings, with the most recent one last season with Napoli beating Atalanta 2-0. And with Napoli losing to Empoli in the last match before the international break, this presents an opportunity for Atalanta to overtake the current champions into 4th. Now we move on to Milan up against Fiorentina. Milan are currently in 3rd with 23 points and Fiorentina are in 6th, joined 5th actually with Atalanta with 20 points. So a win for Fiorentina by 2 goals will definitely put Fiorentina above Milan wherever they end this weekend. Both teams are similar on form coming into this match, with Milan only winning 1 of their last 5 matches. The last match before the international break is a draw against Lecce. They were leading 2-0 before Lecce equalized later on in the game. And actually Milan's last win was on match week 9 against Genoa, 1-0 win against Genoa. If you remember, Giroud went in goal to replace Mike Maignan, while Fiorentina entered the international break with a win against Bologna. But before that, they were on a 3-game losing streak without scoring any goals. Their head-to-head record is quite similar, with Fiorentina winning the last time these two met. But this exact fixture last season, Milan won 2-1. Injuries and suspensions for Milan puts Pioli in a pickle, as we know that Olivier Giroud is suspended from this game, as well as Okafor, who is struggling for match fitness, is still injured. And Milan are considering calling up 15-year-old Kamada into the first 11, bypassing even Luka Jovic, who have not impressed at all this season in Milan. But good news is that Ruben Loftus-Cheek might start for Milan this weekend. For Fiorentina, I think there's the only long-term injury is Dodo, with reportedly Coyote Lucas Beltran back to fitness and will be most probably in the squad for the weekend. This game hangs quite in the balance. I don't know which way to call it, but as a Fiorentina fan, of course, I want Fiorentina to win, and I'm gonna call it a 2-1 win for Fiorentina. Last but not least, the big one, Derby d'Italia. Inter and Juve occupy the top 2 spots in the league, with Inter on 31 points and Juventus 2 points behind them with 29 points. Juventus have dropped 2 points at home this season, while Inter have gotten maximum points from their away games, 5 wins out of 5. Their head-to-head, Juventus actually edged out Inter over the past 5 games, with Juve beating Inter home and away last season. Last 5 matches has yielded maximum points for Massimiliano Allegri's men, while Inter have won 4 out of the last 5 matches. The other match being a draw against Bologna, of all teams. The thing with Max Allegri's teams is that they are able to score a goal early in the game and then sit back, park the bus, and then not let the opponent score. But then again, this is Inter. We're talking about this season. Lautaro Martinez has been phenomenal as always. So we don't know what will happen. Will this be a night where Lautaro will be able to score as freely as he has been able to do in the past 11 games? Or will we see a Juventus who can repel any attacks this season? This is a clash of tactics that we would love to see. Free scoring Inter while a very stingy Juventus defense. I'm gonna call it a draw at the Allianz Stadium.